Before we start, a few housekeeping things. Please keep yourself muted because we will record this class. If you're on camera or not, that's completely your decision. When I look sometimes to the right, then I only look to the right because I have my visual of you on the right-hand side. What is important for me is when we do the class that you don't compare yourself with others. So, you know, we are all in different bodies and we all progress in a different pace. So take it easy. And what is very important as well is that you are mindful to yourself. So it is your body. I'm not in your body. So please be mindful to yourself. You know, to be a little bit out of comfort is quite nice and good, but to have a sharp and shooting pain, please back out of the pose later on and, you know, try to get out of the pain and don't overdo it. So these were only the household things before I give you a big welcome. And I see that we have a few participants, and I'm so happy that you joined to Goodbye Office Pain. So for the ones who didn't practice with me yet, only to introduce myself briefly. I'm a office worker for 20 plus years. My name is Bree, and you know, the forward bended life in the office and not to move a lot, to have long working hours in a very stressful job had some physical effects on my body. And I had to deal with the physical effects, definitely. So I had a lot of shoulder pain, back pain, neck pain. And it really affected my mood as well. So I don't want to go too much into detail, but I was not always the nicest person. And sooner or later, I made a decision for myself. I have to find something what helps me. And I looked around a lot. So, and on this search for helping myself, I found yoga. And you know, my mission first was helping myself and find something what is good for me. And now my new mission is to help other people who have similar pain and similar problems when they sit in the office, but love their job. You know, this is part of the job I have, to sit a lot. And this is where I developed the program. And yeah, and here we are. I have a really nice quote from Albert Schweitzer, and this is probably something what I always try to incorporate. Each patient carries his own doctor inside him. And perhaps you take this with you for the next 75 minutes. I won't talk too much. We will talk for about 10 minutes, or and then we'll go on the mat and practice a little bit. So when we sit in the office, we sooner or later have to find counter poses. And this is why we today concentrate a little bit on lengthen the front of the body and open the shoulders and strengthen the back of the bodies, but we open our hips as well. So this said, before I start with how the program looks and what I do and share a little bit my findings, I would like that you only think about how you feel today, how you feel now in your body, and how your mood is. You don't have to share it with anyone. Keep it with you, because at the end of the class, we'll do this again, this exercise again. So I only want to check that you check on the status quo. I shut up for half a minute and let you think about it. So slowly come back from your introspection. And this is actually the first part of my 4-pillar system, what I developed for myself and what I will share with you a little bit. Before you can start any action, you first have to look into your body and see how you feel today, because depending on how you feel, you might need something what energizes you or what calms you down. So this sounds so simple, but sometimes we are not even aware in what club we play. Are we in the club of being addicted to busyness and stress? Are we more on the side that we don't take me time and care more for others? Are we more on the side that our job is our top priority before even our needs? Are we very much under social pressure and we more see what other people like to see, what we do, instead of doing what we want to do? And do we really recognize how we feel, not how others feel, how we feel? And this is probably one reason why I've chosen yoga for me to support me. Yoga is so holistic. Yoga has so many different tools, and it's not only the physical one, but sooner or later, and probably I tell a few of you something what you already know, but yoga gives us the chance to find ourselves again, to look into ourselves and to feel what we really feel. So, and yoga gives us the tool of breath retention, for example, where we can either create energy or we create heat, or we create whatever we need. So this is why I started to look into yoga and started my yoga teacher training. And I didn't stop, when you someone start, you never stop going into trainings, because it's so interesting and it's so wide and so fascinating. So you see, I burn for yoga. And so yoga is, I said introspection is the first pillar where I say you need to know first what you need and how you feel. And then the second pillar is, I called it expression. But what is expression? What do I mean with it? I mean, when you do something, or when you want to do something, you need and want to change something, you first face resistance. It's to change the status quo, and you have 1,000 reasons why not to do something and why not to put the effort in something. So you face resistance, and you better have a good commitment so you can overcome the resistance, and you need consistency. And then, depending on what the result of your introspection, then you either need a physical practice to relax you, or a physical practice to boost your energy level. So, and then the same thing is, either you need a energizing breath work, or you need something what calms you down, or probably what heats your fire. So what I really think is, the expression is, a big part of what we do, but without the introspection, the expression itself might go in the wrong direction. But sometimes for me, it was trial and error. What is the right expression for what I feel? And now I think I went through a lot of trial and errors, and now I have the knowledge and the know-how to share it. And this is what I would like to share with you. I cannot go into the complete detail, but I jump to the next column, the third one. I don't know how it is with you, but very often I had the feeling that in my former life, I could not even take a break. So I thought, after introspection and expression, however the expression was, you need a time to regenerate, to reboost, to I called it, I called it regeneration or regenerate, where you can completely relax without having a bad conscience that you do virtually nothing. But this is what the body needs. And the last pillar, and this is something where what took me quite a while, is the nourishment. It's not only what you eat and what you drink. And by the way, I like wine, but it is also what you consume. So what films do you watch? What books do you read? What people do you surround you with? So these are the four columns. And what I thought helped me the most. And you see, it is a holistic picture of, it goes from the very beginning, and then you develop your program for yourself, or I developed a program for myself and developed now a dedicated program for all the people who love their job, but they're immensely busy, sit a lot on the desk and have these pain in neck, shoulder, lower back. And and sometimes not only the physical pain, but the mental pain as well. So how do you suffer because of all the stress you undergo? And but without further ado, I said, I don't talk all the time. And this was my promise. So what I will do, I only change my computer and I jump on the mat. I can't wait to see and practice with you. So I take you with me. So when I don't look this direction, it's not that I don't want to see you, but I see you here in this corner. Yeah. So we can start on our back. You will love it. Bring the soles of your, do you see me properly? Yeah. Bring the soles of your feet together and wing your knees out to the right and the left. And really start to arrive on the mat. Take deep inhales and full exhales. Deep inhale and full exhale. One more time together. Take a deep inhale, the deepest inhale of the day. And sigh the air out of your mouth. One more time, deep inhale. And sigh the air out. We start with a little breath routine. So we count, and or I count, and with the count of 4 you inhale, and with the count of 4 you exhale. And then we slowly change the rhythm, that in between the counts you sometimes hold the breath. I guide you to Samadhi. This is a a breath work, what balances your system. So take an inhale together with me again. And an exhale. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. We change. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 1, 2. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 1, 2. Inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 1, 2. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 1, 2. We change. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. One more round. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Now come back to your natural breath. Start to warm up now, so you can open your eyes in case you close them. And your knees point to the ceiling or sky in your case, because some of you are doing yoga outside. Bring your right ankle over your left thumb. And when it's available for you, find your hands behind your thigh or in front of your shin. And now the movement is that you pull your left thigh to your body, but push with your right foot against the left thigh. We hold this for 4 counts. And you slowly can release the hands and twist with legs, or let the legs sink to the left side. You can stretch your arms out wide and enjoy the first twist of the day. Only see how your body feels in the twist. And try to still breathe a nice and comfortable breath rhythm. With the next inhale, bring your legs up to the midline again. And now watch out. Your arms are still wide. Your right foot is still pressing against the left thigh. Now try to bring the right foot a little bit closer to your body and stretch the left leg out long. Yes, keep the shape of the figure 4, but with a long left leg. And bring the bend the left leg again. Try to find your figure 4 again. With the next exhale, stretch your left leg out wide again. Or long. With the next inhale, bend your knee again. And we try to change the sides. So, left ankle over right thigh. With an inhale, you can grab the back of your right thigh with your hands. And you start pulling and pushing. So you pull towards your body and push away from the body. You might switch on your butt muscles with that. You might feel it at the outside of the left side, but wherever you feel it, it's completely okay. And slowly you can release the bind and let your situation fall on the right side and twist. I don't know how your spine starts or what sound your spine does. Mine makes really funny noises. Come back to your breath. Deep inhales and deep exhales. And then next inhale, move your legs back to the midline. And now start with the next exhale to stretch your right leg, but keep your left leg bent. Stay there and breathe. Next inhale brings the right leg back and you bend it again. It touches the left ankle. And then next exhale, you stretch it long again. And you can hover it over the floor or you let it drop on the floor. Next inhale, bring the situation back. And slowly unwind the situation and come back in a seating position and roll over your knees, and we meet on all fours. On all fours, try to point the fingers outside. So not to the front, but outside. Your shoulders are over your wrists and your hips are over your knees. And you slowly start to circle over your wrists. Don't overdo it. It's early in the warming up for the wrists. And when you haven't done so, you slowly can change the direction. Now come to stillness and you turn the fingers to your body. This might be not nice. And you slowly start to shift forward and backwards. Please be nice to your body. When it's too much on both sides, then you do one hand after the other. Really grip with your fingers in the mat and shift forwards and backwards. So one more hand variation we have. Now make bring the backs of your hands on the mat and your fingers point to each other towards the midline. Oh, yeah, you have it. Yeah. And now start to move. I like circles. Everyone else likes some different movements. When you have every day a mouse in your hand, this is very uncomfortable. So when you haven't changed yet, then try the other side of the circle. And slowly come to a normal position. Your fingers point forwards. And with an inhale, we send the chest forward and let the belly drop. With an exhale, we really push away from the floor and round your back. Inhale, arch your back and gaze forward. Exhale, cat pose. Really push away and look in between your thighs. Inhale, cow pose. Really enjoy this movement. Your spine definitely will. Exhale, cat. With the next inhale, we come to a neutral tabletop. And now we build with the right foot a kickstand to the outside and shift our left leg back and come to gate pose. Sorry, I will turn around so I don't show you my back. Yeah. In gate pose, and right arm lifts, and you come to a bend over to the left. Stay there for one inhale. On the next exhale, cactus your arms. Inhale, bend to the left. Over your long leg. Exhale, next one, cactus your arms and bring your shoulder blades really together. One more time, inhale, bend to the left. And exhale, cactus your arms. And you slowly come back to tabletop again. Everyone in tabletop? Yeah. So kickstand to the left. And we come back into gate pose on the other side. Or a gate pose variation. Inhale, left arm lifts. Exhale, bend to the right. Stay for the inhale. Exhale, cactus your arms. Inhale, you lift your arm. Exhale, you bend to the right. Stay for the inhale. And exhale, cactus your arm. One more time. Inhale, really stretch high. Squeeze your booty. Exhale, bend to the long leg. And next exhale, cactus your arm. Really squeeze the shoulder blades together. Stay there. And exhale, find your way back to all fours. So, the first round of the flow, we go really slow. And then we speed up a little bit. So whenever you say it's too fast and you cannot control your movement anymore, please slow down. Yeah. And as a resting pose, child's pose is always there for you, and you always can go back. Okay. So inhale, push with your hands the floor away and round your shoulders. Exhale, untuck your toes and send your hips up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. We stay here for one breath. Exhale, right ankle over left thigh. So we have a figure 4 situation in down dog. Inhale, shift slowly forward into high plank. Stay in figure 4 when it's available for you. Stay there for an inhale. Exhale, slowly lower your calves down and slide your back foot back. Now we are in a pigeon. Arrive in the pigeon. See that you press your calf in the floor and your back foot in the floor as well. And this gives you a lift. Stay here. Breathe deeply. On the next inhale, hands to the mat again. Tuck your back toes under. And exhale brings you in a 3-legged dog. Really stretch your leg back. Have a long spine. You can bend your back knee generously. Now with the next inhale, prepare for the exhale and step your right foot outside your right hand and lower the back knee, lizard. Now shift your pelvis a little bit right and left or into circles, whatever feels better. And with the next exhale, move your hip back, Ardha Hanumanasana, half split. Stay here. Squeeze your butt. Push the front heel in the mat. Inhale, shift forward in lizard. And exhale brings you in downward facing dog. The next side we do slow again. And then we speed up a little bit. Inhale, stay. Exhale, left ankle over right thigh. Inhale, you shift forward in high plank with the weird leg situation. Next inhale, you push away from the floor with the hands. Really round your upper back. And exhale, slowly lower the front leg and slide your back foot back. Pigeon. Press with the front leg in the mat and with the back of the foot in the mat. We stay here. Next inhale, prepare for the transition. Tuck your toes under again. Exhale, 3-legged dog. Next inhale, press away from the floor with your hands. Really exhale, shift forward, left foot outside the left hand. The knee comes to the floor. Circle your hip in lizard. Next exhale, push your hips away over the back knee in Ardha Hanumanasana. Stay there and enjoy the stretch at the back of your leg. Inhale, shift slightly forward, tuck your toes under, and exhale brings you back in downward facing dog. We have 2 breaths in downward facing dog. Next inhale, right heel on the left thigh. Inhale, shift forward, high plank, or exhale, lower to low plank. Inhale, stay. Exhale, bring the front foot on the floor, pigeon. Inhale, lift the hands overhead in pigeon. Exhale, brings you back to 3-legged dog. Inhale, stay. Exhale, step outside in lizard and leave your knee in the air. Exhale, stretch your leg for pyramid variation. Inhale, bend to lizard, and exhale, step back into downward facing dog. Next inhale, left foot over the right thigh. Now I got it. Inhale, shift forward. And exhale, you might lower to low plank. Stay for the inhale. Exhale, let your body come into pigeon. Inhale, lift your arms overhead. Exhale, bring your hands back, 3-legged dog. Inhale, stay, press your body away, lengthen your back. Exhale, step outside, lizard pose with the left foot. Keep the knee up. Exhale to pyramid, straighten your front leg. See if you level your hips in pyramid, so the left hip goes back and the right hip comes a little bit to the front. Exhale brings you back to lizard and to downward facing dog. Next round. Right ankle, left thigh, inhale. We stay for the exhale. Inhale, shift forward, low plank. Exhale, lower your knee. And for pigeon, and you might even want to bend the back leg. And grab the back leg. And give it a nice squat stretch. Yes, nice ones. Exhale, slowly let go of the hand and come back in 3-legged dog. Inhale, stay. Exhale, step outside in lizard. Keep it high. Inhale, really straighten your front leg in pyramid. Exhale, slowly bend your knee and now shift your weight forward in supported warrior 3. Yes, I know. Stay in warrior 3 for 1 or 2 breath circles, however fast you breathe. Exhale brings you back in pyramid. Inhale, high lizard. And exhale, you step back in downward facing dog. Next side, left ankle, right thigh. Inhale, shift forward. Stay here, lower for the exhale. And next exhale, lower your knee and come to pigeon. And you might want to lift the back, might want to bend the right knee and grab your foot. Nice. Oh God. Not every side is the same, I tell you. I think nothing new. Slowly let go. And with the next exhale, come back in three-legged dog. The next exhale brings your foot outside the left hand, high lizard. And next inhale, straighten your leg, pyramid pose. Or pyramid variation, I should say. Inhale, slowly shift forward and come into supported warrior 3. 3, see that your pelvis is leveled, that you don't open to the side. Squeeze your butt and your inner thighs together. This is nice. The exhale brings you back to pyramid pose or a pyramid variation. Next inhale, you bend your knee again to lizard, and the exhale brings you back and downward facing dog. When you want to have an emergency child, you can have one here. We stay here for 3 breaths. You know the trick already. Right ankle over left side. Inhale, shifts you forward, perhaps in low plank. Next, exhale. You bring the foot back on the mat. Slide back in pigeon. Either you lift both arms overhead, or you bend your back knee and grip the knee with both hands. Really puff the chest forward. Press the foot against the hands and the hands against the foot. Build a nice tuck and hold. Nice. Exhale, slowly release. Don't slingshot. And come back in 3-legged dog. Next exhale brings your right foot outside your right hand. Lizard. Inhale, come to pyramid variation. Straighten your front leg. Bring the right hip back, the left hip forward. Next inhale, shift slowly forward. And we go not in supported warrior, but in our normal warrior with either hands at the heart center or hands in front. I have here my nice cupboard, so it supports me nicely. Stay here for one more breath. And the exhale brings you into half splits, standing half splits. Stay here. Stay with me. Exhale, step back in the pyramid variation. Inhale, or inhale lizard. And exhale, downward facing dog. Next one. Left foot over right thigh. Inhale, shift you forward. Exhale, low plank. Stay for the inhale. Exhale, lower the leg and come to pyramid. Whatever variation you prefer. Really stretch your quads on the right side. Lay tuck and roll with your hand and your foot. Press the front shin really in the floor, so it lifts your upper body. Oops. Nice. Let's slowly go on the exhale and step back in three-legged down dog. Next exhale brings your left foot outside your left hand, lizard. And the inhale in pyramid variation. Really level your hips again. So we shift now again forward and come into warrior three. Your variation. You can have the hands in front of your heart, or you can have a supportive warrior. Stay here. Enjoy that you push the back heel back and the crown of your head forward. So it lengthens, it lengthens your body or your back body and strengthens it. And lengthens your front body. This is what I wanted to say. And exhale, standing forward and split. Standing split. Stay here. See and check that you don't open your hips. One more breath. And exhale, step back into the pyramid variation. Inhale, shift forward to lizard. And exhale, downward facing dog. I don't know how it is with you. I'm warm. So, one more round to go. I only check, have 2 more breaths. Right foot over the left thumb. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower down into low plank. Next exhale brings the foot on the floor, the front one, and you come back to your variation of the pigeon, whatever is nice for you. Stay here for 1 breath circle. Exhale, come back in three-legged dog. Next, inhale, really press away from the mat. Exhale, high lizard. Inhale, pyramid variation. Straighten the front leg. Think about your hip. Bring your right hip a little bit back. Inhale, shift forward in warrior three. And in warrior three, we do something what says swimming in the warrior. So we move our arms forward, to the side, back, in front of the heart. So swim your warrior. You can do it. Imagine you're in a beautiful lake. And it's a cold, refreshing, crystal clear water. And we still swim. Yoo-hoo! And exhale, standing splits. Next exhale brings you back in high pyramid or in pyramid variation. Inhale to high lizard. And exhale, downward facing dog. So one more side. Left ankle and left ankle, right thigh. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower plank. Stay here. Next exhale, come into pigeon pose. Inhale, lift your arms or bend your leg. Come into your pigeon variation. Nice. We stay here for one more breath. Exhale. Take your way into three-legged dog. Inhale, stay. Exhale, come into your lizard, last lizard of the day. And now pyramid pose, change to pyramid pose variation. On your next inhale, shift forward in warrior 3. Really move your heel back, stretch your leg, engage your core, so it gives you a lift. And now you start swimming. You find your drishti point somewhere in front of you, so your focal point, where you don't lose it. You look at this focal point, only not to lose balance. And we are still swimming in this beautiful water. And we are so cool. The water is so refreshing. Nice. On your next exhale, standing splits. Really press the inner thighs together, squeeze your butt. Send the heel back. Engage your core or your navel towards your spine. Oh my gosh. Next exhale, pyramid variation. Oh, I lied to you. One more inhale, lizard pose. And with the exhale, downward facing dog. Slowly lower your knees on the floor and sit back on your heels. So we cool down a little bit. Or do you want to have another round? I'm sweating. I hope it's not only me, but it might be the warm room I'm in. So let's see. Let's sit on your booty. Have the knees wide and your fingers towards your body, and start to windshield wiper your legs. Only because we did a lot of rotation to the outside, so external rotation. We bring a little bit movement now inside in the other direction to balance our body. And this is what my message is for you, to have a stressful situation or a stressful day. It's completely okay as long as there is balance in your life. And when you have balance in your life, you might feel for a little bit, for a short term, uncomfortable, but very soon you come back to normal and you feel good again. And this is where yoga can help. So next thing what we do, you can lie already on the floor, on the back. And we bring our right thigh over the left side, lift the situation up, and perhaps you come to eagle legs, yeah? Perhaps you can tuck your foot under your calf, the right one. And now you let everything drop to the left. You can spread your arms wide and stay there for 2 breaths.
And then slowly lift up again, and over the midline, bring everything to the right side. This might feel completely different, and for me, it was completely uncomfortable, but I stay with it. Breathe deeply in and out. 2 more breaths. Next, inhale, come back to the midline and change the legs. So left thigh over the right side and your left foot behind your right calf. And on an exhale, slowly shift your situation to the left. Breathe deeply. Next, inhale over the midline, shift everything to the right. One more breath. And over the midline, unwind the situation and try to stretch your feet or the soles of your feet towards the sky or towards your ceiling. Work your shoulder blades under your back. Open your palms and stay here for a few minutes. You can support this pose with putting a block under your sacrum. So whatever feels good for you, only send your legs up in the sky. Find your breath. No more breath again. And start to bend your knees and hug them towards your chest. Really give it a nice hug, and you might want to shift your hips from the right to the left, or you might want to start to circle the lower back on the mat. Whatever feels comfortable for you is fine. And now we are back in this mode of introspection, where we say, how do I feel? How do I feel now compared to how I felt before we started? And do I feel better? But you don't have to judge. You only come to a solution that, okay, there is a difference. And is what you identify has changed? Is this a better feeling for you? You work quite hard. You still can circle your lower back on the floor and like to massage the lower back. Or you stay with your knees hugged towards the breast, your chest. So you did a great work And you can really be proud that you took yourself time for yourself. And this is so important, that you take time for yourself to always to look into it. How do I feel? What do I need? What would make me feel better? And then really commit that you do something for you. And this is the message I have. And what we do now is the third column of my, or the third pillar of my concept is, we will now go to Shavasana and rest, because we did quite a lot. And there is no reason to feel guilty or to feel bad that you want to rest. Now stretch out your legs and really ground your body on the mat and enjoy this feeling, and enjoy being now only a few minutes with yourself, with your body. And whenever thoughts come up, send them away, say hello, but send them away, don't stick with them. They can come back again when you have finished, and when you are finished, and when you are rested. So have a wonderful Shavasana, and I'll bring you back.
slowly start to move your fingers and your toes, your feet and your hands. You might want to stretch yourself long. Give it a nice yawn. Over the side, you find slowly but surely a nice and comfortable seat. So I have now a little paper so I don't forget anything what I wanted to tell you. But it is a quite simple message. You don't need to change your whole environment or your completely surrounding to find a better physical and mental state. So when you build awareness, don't push your feelings away, but do something about it to feel better again. And get rid of this autopilot mode and try to change step by step something in your daily routine. And when you need help, then ask for help. And I think this is what I wanted to give you as a message on the way. And I thank you so much that you've joined me and that you've shared your energy with me and that you worked so hard with me through this practice. It was a pleasure. And I really, really appreciated you being here and practicing with me. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day.